Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for an informative and exciting webinar to uncover exclusive insights, discover stunning destinations, and seize limited time offers with Scenic Group. My name is Johanna de Guzman, and I am Manager of Industry Relations for North American Travel Trade Membership here at CLIA, and I'm going to quickly go through some housekeeping before introducing our presenter. The webinar will run for about 40 to 45 minutes with time for questions at the end. Please feel free to type your questions into the questions module of the webinar, and we will get to them at the conclusion of the presentation. This webinar is being recorded and will be posted on CLIA's YouTube channel, CLIA Global. It is my pleasure to introduce your presenter, Derek Struther. Derek is a versatile professional with a passion for delivering exceptional experiences. With a rich background in hospitality and sales, Derek combines strategic vision with a client-centric approach to drive success. Known for his leadership skills and dedication to excellence, Derek is committed to making a lasting impact in every endeavor. And with that, take it away, Derek.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to turn my camera on real quick just for introductions. Thank you all for joining me today. I'm very excited to be here, and thank you to CLIA for hosting this informative session for you all. As Joanna mentioned, my name is Derek Struther. I am the Northeast Regional Sales Director for the Scenic Group. So today I wanted to go over some updated itineraries as well as share with you all maybe some information that you may or may not have known about what's going on right now with us. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera back off, and I'll see you guys again on camera at the end, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, so perfect. So starting off with our Emerald brand. So within our Emerald brand, we have what we call our starships. Now we do have 9 vessels sailing in the European area, as well as 1 in the Southeast Asia. They are very small river ships and some of the newest in the industry as well, carrying the smallest of 112 guests to the maximum of 180 guests on board each ship. And then moving up to our super yachts, our Azura and Sakara, which ever since their debut, they have been very successful and continue to promote a strong demand with our loyal Emerald Explorer members, to the point that we actually realized, like, hey, there's still more to offer, and there's still so many more great locations to visit and experience. So if you guys did not know, in April of this year, we actually announced the next evolution of our yachts, the Emerald CLIA, and she's actually going to be a little bit bigger than her older sisters, but still very super yacht and very adventurous. So I would love to talk about that for you guys real quick. So once she debuts in April of 2026, and we have all 3 vessels together sailing. So between the 3 of them, we will visit about 137 ports of call, between 37 total countries visited on 45 unique itineraries for a total of 134 departures. And as you can see here, we're really going to cover pretty much globally, wherever there's warm weather at the time. So that Azura will be in Eastern Med, Sakara will be in Western Med, and the CLIA will be in the Adriatic before they migrate to the Caribbean and the Seychelles and Red Sea respectively. Now jumping into Emerald brand as a whole, for those of you that don't know, again, so Emerald is just about 10 years old, and we do offer some of the newest ships on the water with contemporary, airy, and light designs. So our core demographic would be couples, really age 40 plus, that are retired or high earners. They occasionally like to take multiple vacations a year, whether it's a cruise or escorted tours or city breaks. And they do like to stay in luxury hotel and dine in upscale restaurants. So with the addition of our super yachts, the Azura and Sakara, and coming soon the CLIA, we are seeing new to cruisers, especially in the affluent kind of millennial market, that's really engaging with us on those products, as well as we're seeing a really big boost in new to cruisers. So, and that's all thanks to you and your hard work for getting the word out to your clients and for them sharing the word as well. Now, when it comes to awards, we're very proud of, a little too trigger happy. When it comes to summer awards, we know that we have really spectacular luxury vessels within the fleet, but some of the top travel and luxury voices do. Most recently, we were included in Condé Nast's hot list for the Emerald Takara, and also the Azura won the best new luxury ship of the year as well. And just to take you on a quick little tour of the two ships itself. So starting off with our Sky Bar, which offers a host of slew of activities to take in the sights while you're sailing, whether you're relaxing in a pool or at the bar with a drink on hand. And on the CLIA, we actually expanded this area to about almost 5,500 square feet now, and we have included the Sky Bar as an actual indoor and outdoor venue with a custom bar as well. Moving on to our infinity style aqua pool. This is probably, in my opinion, one of the most Instagram worthy areas on board. So whether you're in the pool or outside of the pool, taking pictures, posting it for your friends and your family, you'll definitely be the envy of all of them for sure once you get back from your trip with us. And also to our probably our another guest favorite area, our marina platform, which really connects the guests closer to the ocean. And if you can see here in the picture, upper kind of middle of the picture as well as the lower middle, we do have our own zodiacs and tenders on board. So, and it's close to the ocean and makes it easier for us to access and get the guests right to the destination or even to the water sports. So we have a number of items available to them, whether it's our floating platforms, our paddle boards, our inflatable kayaks, or our infamous sea bobs. And new on the Kaya, we actually have a inflatable slide that we will take guests from deck 4 and plunge right into the ocean, as well as we updated the marina platform to include an indoor outdoor kind of lounge area as well. Moving on to inside the ship, we have our Michi Bar and Lounge, which offers a very nice and subtle contemporary space with a well-stocked bar, as well as some very nice seating in here. It also has a retractable projection screen, so it's available for our port talks, as well as presentations and any special guests that we may have on board. And for my fellow foodies out there, we have one of our 3 dining options on board these ships is the La Cucina Terrace, which features inside and outside dining. So I love al fresco dining. So anytime I get to eat outside in the fresh air and take in the sights, this is probably one of my favorite things to do. And on these 3 vessels, you definitely will have the opportunity to do so. And these ships already are small enough with the 50 suites, 100 passengers each. So it's a really intimate space that you really get to know your fellow cruisers while you're traveling with us. And for our observation lounge, this is a prime position as we sail in and out of beautiful ports while you're enjoying some amazing views. Or if you're the type that just like to relax, this is also a great place just to read a good book and kick your legs up as well. Now moving on to the place where I tend not to go because I'm too busy enjoying myself in the buffet. But for those of you that love to be active, we do have our gym and wellness area, which is fully equipped with state-of-the-art equipment in order to burn off those calories. And they also feature our wellness area, which is our Element Spa. So from immersive massages to revitalizing facials, which is available at an additional cost, this is really your haven for relaxation, and also features some of the world-renowned ESPA products as well. And a new feature, part of our lounge that we introduced on the Azura and the Sakara, we do have our infrared sauna. So I'm not a big fan of sweating, but I do like to enjoy the peaceful kind of relaxation of recuperating from activity. So within this area, you're able to enjoy a more comfortable session that raises your core body temperature without the extreme heat. So you really can enjoy a longer and more relaxing time for yourself and to relax and rejuvenate and recuperate from your activities. So just wanted to highlight some of our unique and newer suite options on board these vessels. We have our Terrace Suites, which is located on deck 5, which is a healthy, roomy 669 square feet, in addition to a new category that we have is our yacht suites, which is available on deck 4, which both of them features their own private outside terrace. Now, on these three vessels, we will have a select number of ocean views available for guests that may not want the balcony experience, but they just want to be on a yacht itself. But I mean, come on, who wouldn't want to be in a balcony? But those ocean views will be about 215 square feet to our entry level balcony suites, which is 312 square feet, to our largest suites on board, the yachts, which is our owner's suite at 1195 or 1,195 square feet. Okay, so moving on to some of our popular itineraries. As I mentioned earlier, so these ships are really built for warm weather destinations. So again, whether we're in the Mediterranean or the Adriatic Sea or sailing around the Seychelles or in the Indian Ocean, we're probably going to be there, or if not, we're here in the Caribbean. So every year, one or both of the ships always makes its way back to the Caribbean. So one of our standard itineraries is our Caribbean, Eastern Caribbean itinerary with St. Bart's, and that's the 8-day, 7-night option. And you could do it from Marigot to Bridgetown, or you could do it the vice versa, Bridgetown to Marigot. And we also, for this year, and um, because of everything going on in Europe, we have the Azura here in the Caribbean offering some new unique itineraries as well, which include round trip San Juan options, as well as one-way San Juan to St. Martin options as well. So definitely check it out if you have any guests that may be interested in that. And hot off the press, for those of you that may or may not have known, so we have the Bravo's Below Deck Top Chef, Chef Ben Robinson, returning to sail with us in January of 2025. He is doing a St. John's to San Juan itinerary, so it's an 8-day, 7-night Caribbean yachting discovery. And he's going to be taking over the whole culinary aspect of the ship, so we're very excited to have him back. And for those of you who are a fan of our managing director, Mr. Ken Muscat, he is actually hosting a special loyalty members cruise this December, round trip Bridgetown, Barbados, on board his favorite ship out of the three, and that's the Emerald Sakara. And again, this is an 8-day, 7-night itinerary on board the Sakara. So jumping into our Emerald River product. Again, we love our spaceship, our very roomy, newest to the rivers, featuring our pool, which features a retractable roof during the day, and at night the pool actually drains and lifts up to become our outdoor cinema. And of course, we have our luxurious suites and staterooms, as well as again our wellness area and our sun deck full of fun and relaxation. So one thing about the Emerald brand is we have our included shore excursions, and this applies to both the river and the ocean side. But other than our included excursions, we do have three other categories. So starting with our Emerald Plus, and Emerald Plus, the category usually includes the extra special excursions or events designed for you and your guests to see the destinations that we visit in a different light, as well as another option is our Emerald Active category. Now, again, I love my food. I love to be active, but sweating is not one of my favorite things to do. So I tend not to do this. But I will say, if you guys have a chance to try our e-bikes on board, it's probably one of the best bike rides I've ever taken in my life. But with the Emerald Active category, this category is designed for guests seeking more active experiences, including excursions and activities that are exciting to see from a new point of view. Now, between the Emerald Active and the Emerald Plus, these are included with the price, so no additional costs will be included for these. And the last category, we have our Discover More. Now, Discover More is at additional cost, but these are very crafty, created experiences that have you and your clients delve into a deep heart of the local life of each destination that they visit. So really unique, off the beaten path itineraries that you really won't find elsewhere. So we do have this under the Discover More. So just keep in mind, whether you're on the rivers with us or you're sailing the oceans with us, we do have these categories of shore excursion options that you could choose from. And with every itinerary, at least one of them are offered in each port that we visit as well. So you can ensure that your clients will have plenty of options to choose from. And speaking of some of the destinations for the rivers, so thanks to our impressive fleet of custom-built starships, we do sail to every corner of Europe. So whether you're sailing in the Douro, or sorry, on the Douro with its beautiful villages and landscapes, you also have the south of France with its abundance of Roman history. But then you can also jump over to the Rhine for its grand castles and stunning Rhine Gorge. And of course, the infamous Danube for its culture-rich cities such as Vienna or maybe even Budapest, all the way down to exploring the lower Danube, which is the entrance to the Black Sea. And again, we still also have our dedicated ship that sails the Mekong as well. And wanted to touch on real quick about the stateroom options that you have on board our river ships. So this is one of our entry-level balconies, which is our panorama balcony suite. And this particular suite is 180 square feet. So it's really well stylishly appointed with a full length indoor balcony. So with the touch of a button, the glass panes will actually slide down and create an indoor-outdoor experience for you. So if you're the type of person that likes to sleep with some fresh air, we do have that available. If not, close the window and have the AC for your use. Now, on board our river ships, we do have, as we call, Emerald or Riverview suites that are 170 square feet to our largest, which is our owner's one-bedroom suite at 315 square feet as well. Also, between both brands, we are very much solo friendly. So if you have any single clients that are looking to cruise but are skeptical because you don't want to pay the extra rate, we do have single staterooms without the supplement on board our ships, and those staterooms are 117 square feet available for you and your guests. Okay, and moving on to some of our popular itineraries. So starting off with our Danube Delights, which is the 8-day, 7-night itinerary. You could do Regensburg to Budapest or vice versa. But this itinerary is really for those that don't want to miss the experience of visiting eclectic mixes of cultures and traditions. And because it's on the Danube, it passes through more countries than any other river in the world. So it's a great itinerary that you definitely don't want to pass up. Okay. And then we also have our Splendors of Europe, which I had the pleasure of doing a couple of weeks ago. And honestly, it's probably one of the most fun itineraries I've done, which is a perfect blend of relaxation and adventure all in one. And for those of you that, again, are foodies like myself, Lyon would be the perfect place because there is every corner you turn to just another traditional and just delicious cuisine just to stuff in your mouth as well. And can't forget to mention one of my favorite parts about going to Europe in general is just the Christmas markets. So we do have our Christmas markets on the Rhine for the Emerald, which is one of our popular ones, which visits really the heart of Europe's finest cities and many who do host large traditional Christmas markets for you and your guests to enjoy. We do have group space available for those of you that are interested in taking out some space for you or your clients, that is. Now, just swiftly jumping over to our Scenic brand. So Scenic is our all-inclusive product. So inclusive to the point that when you check in with us, we actually don't require a credit card at all. So the only time you really need it is if you purchase a spa package or if you indulge in our toys that we have available, whether via the air or under the water. But starting off with our luxury spaceships, we do have 12 ships in total. 11 of them are sailing in Europe, and one of them is dedicated to Southeast Asia. So it's, again, a really intimate fleet with the smallest ship hosting 68 guests, all the way up to the biggest ship hosting 163 guests on board. And then, of course, leading into our ultra luxury Discovery yachts, we have 2 of them, the Eclipse 1 as well as Eclipse 2. And we have 114 suites on each one. All of them are ocean facing, carrying a max of 228 passengers based on the itinerary that you're sailing with us. So just some quick overviews in comparison to the Emerald brand. So the Scenic brand is predominantly about mostly couples without kids. The age range does tend to be about 55 plus, but thanks to all the hard work of you guys out there, we do and have been seeing a high loyalty slash retention ratio, as well as a high ratio of new to scenic cruisers. So we definitely appreciate you spreading the word about that and about us. And again, both brands are great for new cruisers. So especially those that are used to the bigger cruise lines and want a new experience, the whether on the river with us or on our yachts, that would be the perfect segue to get them to try something new. And moving on to some of the awards that we've received. So we definitely have a tenure of luxury cruising, and it's definitely proven by our peers as we continue to receive prestigious awards from notable publications, such as the recent award that Scenic Eclipse 2 got from Condé Nast Hot List, as well as we are just proud in general to be setting the new standard in ultra luxury cruising. So a question that I get, especially when I do presentations, is what makes, Scenic different compared to some of the competition and some of the destinations that we travel to. And honestly, there's a number of reasons, but the number one answer that I get the most expressions about is the fact that wherever the Scenic Eclipse 1 or Scenic Eclipse 2 is sailing at, we are the only vessels that have two helicopters, not one, but two helicopters, some of the quietest in the industry, and an all-electric submersible available in the destinations, not only in Antarctica, but also in the Arctic and also in the Kimberleys off the coast of Australia. So these are at an additional cost, but honestly, once you're on board with us and you have the opportunity to try it out, it'll be something worth going back for again. So we're very proud to offer these, as I call them, extra toys on board both the vessels that we have for you guys. And of course, we have on board both the vessels, we also have state-of-the-art technology that enables safe navigation to some of the most remote areas on the globe. So we could sit here all day and talk about how amazing the Polar Class 6 rating is, which is essentially the hull that's reinforced to break the ice, or the fact that we have a GPS dynamic positioning system that maintains location during landings or icebergs. But I think the really probably for me the most effective and really cool fun fact about all of our technology and sustainability that we have on board is the fact that the size of our stabilizers that we have on board the ship is actually the same size as some of the ones that you'll find on the larger vessels that sailing the ocean these days. So because it's the same size as those bigger ships on such a small vessel as ours, we're able to get through that infamous Drake Passage and avoid the Drake Shake as much as we can. But it's really for the guests and the crew to get there safely and a little bit more quickly compared to not having the size of stabilizers. So just wanted to share that information with you guys if you did not already know. Another popular question that I get is, oops, there we go. Why explore with us? So again, in our all truly inclusive experience on board, you'll have the ultra luxury suites as well as the expert onboard discovery team. Plus, if you're on an expedition itinerary, we do have our expedition equipment, as well as unrivaled exploration and unrivaled views. And of course, my favorite topic, probably the best culinary excellence at sea that you have ever tried in your life. So we're very proud to offer that to you guys. And again, due to our size of the ship, our Zodiacs and tenders are able to be set up and within 30 minutes to get you and the guests on board and off to your destination or to the landings quicker versus being on a bigger ship. Okay. And again, back to food because I love talking about food and I would happily do a whole presentation on food if I could. But another popular question is, most folks have heard that we don't have an actual main dining room on board the ship. So what are our dining options? Do we have to make reservations everywhere on board the Scenic Eclipse 1 and 2? And I love to answer that question with a huge smile and say, we actually, again, don't have a main dining room, but we have up to 10 unique dining experiences available to every guest. And no, because since it's all included, there is no reservations required. Whenever you're hungry and the restaurant is open, you're more than welcome to go right up ahead and take your choice of your cuisine for that night. So in addition to the 10 unique dining experiences, we do also have 9 unique bars and lounges to choose from as well, featuring the finest premium branded beverages, which is all included. And all of our food menus are curated by top chef Tom Goder, who has a hand in every menu on board the ship. And some options that we offer would be our night market and sushi at Coco's. We have our chef's table at Elements, as well as Lumiere if you prefer some French cuisine. My personal favorite is the Yacht Club for that casual indoor-outdoor dining experience, as well as the Azure Bar and Cafe. And don't forget to mention, we still have the standard 24-hour in-suite dining menu. And for the Scenic River and Scenic Ocean, every suite comes with the butler service as well. So they're able to help you out and assist you with your dining needs as well. So moving on to those that like to relax after a hard day of exploring and working. So we have a 550 square foot sanctuary after a day of discoveries. So our exclusive Senses Spa features saunas, steam rooms, as well as relaxation lounges. You'll find some pogo pools, as well as signature thermal loungers and therapeutic pressure showers in this area as well. And can't forget to mention our spacious suites. So again, on 114 suites, all ocean view facing. So our entry level veranda suites are 431 square feet up to our spa suites, which are 538 square feet. Then the next biggest would be our panorama suites at 1,184 square feet to the largest, which is our owner's penthouse suites at 2,099 square feet. So there's an option for everyone, whether you're traveling with your significant other or you're looking to put together maybe like a family cruise and want to have everyone combined in one room. We do have accommodations to fit your needs. So please reach out to your local RSD and we'll be able to talk through and get you guys on board. So again, some of our popular itineraries, we do have our 15-day Antarctica in depth, which is a round trip Buenos Aires itinerary, which also has a pre-night in Buenos Aires included. Now this itinerary is really perfect for first-time travelers to Antarctica or just first-time travelers on Scenic as a whole. You'll definitely be able to see some emperor penguins on this itinerary, as well as some seals and whales. And for those of you close to home, or at least close to home here in the New York City tri-state area, New Jersey, we do have a special sailing. It's actually a 13-day sailing that we actually split in two. So you have the 5-day option or you have the 9-day option, but it's the Sounds of Discovery Taste of Bermuda. So the first short cruise is New York City to Hamilton, and it actually features the Broadway sensation Carrie St. Louis, who will be doing some live performances as well as taking some question and answer sessions as well. And it's a really great time for anyone that wants to try Emerald but don't want to really invest the time on a longer one. So you have this kind of taste tester. Or if you do have clients that want the longer itinerary, you could do the full 13-day, which again is New York all the way down to Nassau, or you have the option of doing Bermuda to Nassau as well. But Carrie will be on the full 13-day itinerary, and it really just gives you that kind of New York destination theme of entertainment and singing and kind of Broadway music available to you guys. And moving on to another option for those of you that prefer wellness, we do have our unique and special for this year, our 12-day wellness retreat, which is Barbados to Brazil. So it's heavy on sea days because we really want you guys to focus and get exclusive access to complimentary enhanced wellness programs on board. So some holistic fitness such as yoga, Pilates, full body stretch classes, as well as circuit training. We will have some special events and rituals such as sip and soiree facial events, afternoon teas with your wellness coach, and sauna ice rituals, to offering some unique workshops such as mini workshops on key pressure points, as well as massage workshops and master classes such as healthy cooking, smoothie power, and wisdom for wellness. So this is really going to be for those of you who really love your body and want to focus on your health and in a unique way with like-minded individuals. So we're very excited to offer this itinerary for you guys as well. And jumping over to our last product within the brand or within the group, our Scenic River. So starting off with, this is our Royal Balcony Suite at 225 square feet. Again, on this ship, similar to Emerald, we do have our river view suites, which is, I guess, the river equivalent to ocean views, and that's 160 square feet, all the way up to our largest Royal Owner suite at 520 square feet. And also, as far as destinations go, so similar to the Emerald, scenic spaceships do travel to the same historic destinations with a few differences. So for example, with the Scenic brand, we travel to the Bordeaux region for its beautiful wine and culinary delights, as well as we take you on the Seine all the way up the channel to the town of Honfleur. Okay. And some of our popular itineraries that we offer is our 15-day Jewels of Europe, which you could do from Amsterdam to Budapest or in reverse. And this itinerary will really allow you to see some restored castles that still stand watch from the high hilltop position that they once were back in the day. And then we also have our 8-day Gens of the Danube, which is one of our popular ones, which is Budapest to Munich or vice versa. And of course, you can't help but take advantage of this itinerary. Again, it's the river that goes through the most countries in Europe. So highly recommend it. It's one of the first ones I've ever done if you haven't done it yet. And to do it with Scenic is even more special because we also have our Scenic Enrich program, which really offers our guests something truly unique with every itinerary that we offer. Okay, and moving on to our 8-day Bordeaux affair, which is a round trip Bordeaux itinerary. And you really get to cruise around the wine region, which is a rewarding mix of experiences. So from wine classes to classical concerts to castle visits, you really get lost in the wonder of the medieval villages that you visit here. And again, similar to the Emerald brand, can't forget to mention the Christmas markets, which again, if you have not experienced a Christmas market or at least Christmas in Europe, I highly recommend to get your clients over there so that they can experience the magic. And I'm sure they'll definitely be repeat guests with you once they sail with us during the Christmas markets over in Europe. And this itinerary, we have our Rhine Christmas market, which is Amsterdam to Zurich, or you could do it and vice versa as well. So to round off this presentation, another popular question that I get is how many staterooms are needed to constitute a group booking? So we love groups here at the Scenic and Emerald Group because one, it's easier to do as a whole and just easier for you in general. So with as few as 5 staterooms or 10 travelers, you can create a group with us here. And you do receive at least a minimum of 1 tour conductor with the 5 staterooms and 10 travelers. And the best part that I love is that there's no immediate deposit required from any of our advisor partners. The only time that you'll be required to put down any type of money is when you're actually making the deposit for the booking on your client's card itself. Every group that we offer does feature group amenity points that you can add to enhance the cruise. And also, once you create the group, you will have a dedicated support system from our group team that'll walk you through step to step, whether it's to manage the booking or make the bookings for you. And our standard group saving ranges between $200 for the river and the yachts, or $500 per person if you're looking to take out Scenic Eclipse group space. And the best part is with every group that you take out with us, no matter your affiliation, the minimum commission level is 15%. Now, if you are with certain commission or certain agencies, you have the elevated commission, but as a whole, everyone starts off with 15% commission when doing groups with Scenic and Emerald. And also for those of you that didn't know, also for 2024, we do have our CLIA bonus commission as well. So exclusive to those CLIA agents, where you can earn an additional $100 bonus commission on your first FIT booking, all sailings for 2024. And you'll find that form inside your CLIA portal. Just make sure you enter it, print it, and then you can send it off to our sales support department. And if there's anything that from this whole presentation that I would say take away with, definitely make sure you have access to our travel advisor resources. We have marketing team does a great job of keeping everything updated so that no matter when you access it, whether it's via your phone or via your computer, you'll have access to places such as our image library, our logo library, as well as our current promotions, as well as some other really cool travel agent rates as well. You'll find the links for that as well. So really handy, and it's also good to also have this near because we have our updated MICE brochures as well available to you guys as well for a one-stop shop. So definitely take advantage and scan this and keep it close to you guys. And on behalf of myself and my fellow regional sales directors, we're definitely here to assist you. So whether it's virtual cruise nights or in-person cruise nights, or you just want to meet with us anywhere local or do anything for your clients, we are here to assist. So we're very happy to have you guys as partners with us, and we definitely appreciate your business and your time. And with that being said, please keep in mind Scenic and Emerald Cruises, we really are the luxury cruising experts, sailing to all 7 continents, exploring 13 of the world's river on board soon to be 27 ships in our fleet. So thank you all for your time. And Joanna, I will turn it back over to you.
Thank you so much, Derek. And I do want to just let you know that a lot of our attendees are asking for the slides to be emailed to them so that they can review it and they can share with their clients. So I do want to just pass those compliments on to you for a great presentation. And just to kick off kind of our Q&A portion here, I know that Margaret and Ian, part of the Scenic Group team, were answering questions while the presentation was going on, but you spoke a lot about the different activities that offer. So could you describe, just for those travel agents who may be new to selling the Scenic Group cruises, could you just describe kind of clients that they should look for, or the perfect client, or the different groups that they should just be thinking of in their communities to reach out to about Scenic Group?
Perfect. Yes, that's a great question, Joanna. Thank you for that. So when it comes to Emerald, I will say I like to consider Emerald as like the entry level into river cruising as a whole. So for those I would say the perfect person for Emerald would be those that are used to big ship cruising, that are just looking for a new experience. We do offer drinks with accompanying lunch and dinner, but we do have drink packages available. So it's really similar to how the ocean cruises kind of work. And as far as who would be perfect guests, Emerald is great for families. The youngest guest that we take on board is 12 years old. We do take younger, just speak with your regional sales director about how to work that. But usually the youngest guest is 12 years old, and a lot of families travel there. And then once they get used to the rivers, then they usually eventually move over to the Emerald yacht side, which again, very similar to the big ship ocean cruising, but just more so in a more intimate setting that you'll get used to. And then finally, once you're used to those 2 options, then it's be time to move them over to the Scenic, which is really the all-inclusive again. And I only mention that because it does come with a higher price point. So most people are sticker shocked at first, but when you really break down what's included, such as the fact that round trip airport transfers are included with Emerald and Scenic on every itinerary, as well as tipping on board and on land is also included with Scenic as well. So some items like that, but it really just goes to show that we're really great for everyone, that there's not really a person that Scenic is or Emerald is not great for. So.
Information. Thank you for answering that question, Derek. And there
Mhm.
are a few agents who are asking about the travel agent portal. Could you go back to that slide so that they can get that QR code if they need to
Yes, of
scan it so that they
course.
can make their accounts there? And within there is that beautiful map of all of the business development managers also in the portal there?
Yes, it is. Yes. You could find your local regional sales director in there as well. That is absolutely correct.
Amazing. Thank you very much for that. And for those of you who may have really specific questions, I will be sending these questions to the Scenic Group team so that they can reach out to you all if you do have any additional questions that we didn't get to today. But I do want to announce the winner of the Scenic Group's gift card giveaway. Derek, if you just want to let them know what they'll be winning.
Yes, so for you guys to stick around to the end, and thank you for listening to me ramble on about my amazing brands, we are giving away a $100 gift card to a lucky winner. So thank you guys for joining us for that.
Amazing. And randomly selected, I took all the names from the attendees list and I put them into the random generator. And the winner of the gift card from the Scenic Group today is Maureen Russell. So Maureen, I will make sure that your email gets sent to the group and they'll be in contact with you to how to get that gift card. I do want to say thank you again for everybody for joining, and a special thank you to the Scenic Group. Derek, thank you for putting together a great presentation. Ian and Margaret, you all are in the background, but doing a lovely job answering those questions. And so Derek, if you have anything that you want to leave our attendees with, the floor is yours before we close for today.
Perfect. And congrats, Maureen, on winning. We can't wait to get that out to you. And again, thank you, Joanna, and to the members of CLIA for your time today. If I was to leave you with any lasting words, I would say just thank you in advance for those of you that may not have sold us yet, but will now include us in the conversation. I know that you guys have a lot of options to choose from, and I know you guys work so hard, but just the fact of just including Scenic and Emerald in your conversation as another option for your guests, I really do appreciate it. And when it comes down to the nitty gritty, you know, we do have a lot of great offerings that does set us apart compared to our friends out there. But just the fact of even being mentioned and coming from such esteemed members of the travel industry, such as yourself, I really do appreciate it, at least from the Northeast side here. And I'm sure my fellow RSDs will say the same thing. So just thank you for including us. But other than that, no, you guys are awesome. So thank you so much.
You again, and I hope to see everybody on the next webinar. If you did miss the beginning of this webinar, this is being recorded and posted on CLIA Global on YouTube. So you will be able to see Derek's amazing presentation again. And I'm sure that they will be sending this out to you all in the next coming days. So everyone have a great rest of the day, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you all so much. Have a great day.